Hi, my name is Lily, and I am a former uh, addict of fentanyl, and I also am a survivor of DV. And I was watching this girl, I think her name is Erica in America, or Erica America or something. This little blonde, this like cute little blonde girl, and she was talking about like how fast your life can change in a year. And yeah, honestly, that's fucking true. So this time last year, um, I was on the streets and I lived in the downtown east side in Vancouver. I had already come to the conclusion that I was gonna die. Like, I had made up the decision in my head. I didn't want to live anymore. I had been in an extremely terrible relationship with a terrible human being who is no longer in my life anymore. So I was so addicted to opiates at this point that I was doing SW. I had no home. Like I said, I had to leave. I had to leave and Calgary, not Edmonton, to get off the streets there because it was so cold that I thought I was going to die. So I went to Vancouver, and it was worse, honestly. It was way worse. Because at least when you're in Calgary, you get the fucking incentive to get off the streets during the winter. Whereas in Vancouver, they just like, it's just rough. Let's just say they don't give you any incentive to get off of the street whatsoever. Besides the violence, and that's not the people who run things out there. That's the addicts themselves. But I thought I was going to die. The fact that I am 2 years away from 40, like, I never thought I would get to that point. Um, I have value for the first time in my life. I actually um, love put myself first, and if I get like one hint of like this guy's a red flag, I am just like no interest whatsoever. Like, I'm very selective on who I spend my time with. Is it lonely? Yeah, it's a little lonely for sure, but I have learned how to preserve my peace over um wanting to be around somebody all of the time like it was before. Like, you know? And I learned the most important thing that I learned in everything is that, like, the longest relationship that you are going to experience is the one that you have with yourself. And you have to accept that. Whether you like it or not, it is inevitable that the person that you are going to spend the most time with is you. So it is your responsibility and the world's responsibility to learn to like yourself, because all you're going to do is project your hatred onto other people, and that's really not fair. It's not fair to others. It's not fair to your family. It's not fair to the people that you love. Because what happens is you just end up pushing them away. And, like, the difference now is I choose who I let in, rather than forcing people to be pushed out of my life due to my poor behavior patterns. And I just live with peace. Like, I used to talk like the thoughts that I had were just so negative, and now it's like, think about the last time I said something negative about myself, and I can't. I can't think about it. I cannot come up with a time in my mind where, like, I remembered, like, I'm like a little. It's not perfect. Don't get me wrong. I do have my days where I'm sad. But I no longer live in anguish. I no longer live in turmoil. I no longer live in self-loathing and hatred. I and I never thought that it would ever be this way. A year ago, I thought I was DEAD. I thought that I wasn't gonna make it out alive, and that I was in the end stages of my opiate addiction. And today, I am hopeful. That's basically what it is. It's for the first time in my life, I have plans and I have hope. And like, you know, I like myself. I like myself enough to protect myself. And I had to go through the hardest, most traumatic year of my life on the streets, uh, barely surviving, getting myself into situations where I was almost unalived multiple times, for me to realize that what the most important thing for me in the world was, it was to is myself. Like, I actually have value, and I do actually believe that I am worthy of being alive, and I deserve happiness, and that this projected image that I had of myself was false, and that I was lying to myself so I could get high. So yeah.